Yeah, do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, and hit the subscribe button. This is Left Side of the Brain. And what I want to talk about today, that absolute feeling of being free. When you know within yourself that you have graduated beyond the grab of the HPB realm. And that's what I feel right now. You know, I was in this grocery store. Not was, but I am in the grocery store. And it just hit me, man. This joy, this undescribable joy of knowing that I was different from everyone around me. That's a beautiful feeling, y'all. That feeling of knowing that the joy of knowing that you don't fit in. That's something in itself to celebrate. I feel good about it. I was just, man, it was this feeling that came over me, and I started to smile. I felt good. I was speechless. Words couldn't describe that feeling of freedom. Knowing that right now I'm walking around and I'm unique. No one is like me. I'm unique. Different than everybody in this building right now. Just knowing that you got information they don't have. Just knowing that if you sat down and would have a conversation with them, you would leave them, behind. That's a beautiful feeling. I don't care what no one says. I'm relishing in this moment right now. Oh my goodness! What was that? No, I'm all right. I just had a synchronicity. I said I'm relishing in this moment, and then right here is relish. Okay. That's crazy. I was thinking to myself about something, and then as soon as I said that, I walked past. Oh my goodness, man, that's crazy. I told y'all, man, these videos be full of synchronicities. She said, "You'll be okay?" That was good. I like that, though. That adds to the video. She don't even know. She helped spruce the video up. Man, that was beautiful. And I feel good that people don't understand, man. That make me feel like I'm special. You know what I'm saying? That make me feel like I know something that no one else knows, man. That feels good. That's not gonna make me be like, man, why don't people understand me? Nah. Shit. I like being a part of a small community. That feels good. Think about it. Anything that's available to the public in mass is really not worth anything. It's not special because everybody can obtain it. Like this feels good, man. Knowing that this is the only channel on YouTube that does this. That's special. That's a beautiful feeling, man. Knowing that I'm the only person in this room right now doing what I'm doing right now. Nobody else is putting together the thoughts like me to paint a picture, a vivid picture about the HPB realm and being free from it. This is beautiful, man. Knowing that when you walk around people, you can just look them in the eyes for a split second and instantly turn away, and you didn't make no connection with them. That's exactly where I want to be. I want to be at that position where I'm just scenery in a room. Man, that's a beautiful feeling. That's a beautiful feeling, man. That's right. Look past me. You know what I'm saying? Look through me. I don't want to go noticed. I want to be unnoticed. Look through me. I'm invisible. Invisible, man. Yeah, I might title this video The Invisible Man. I'm invisible. Can't touch me. Can't figure me out. Only talking to a fellow Jag who will get it. Everybody else don't get it. Because we not like them. Trivial humans establishing mayhem. Because I'm a united soul. That's right. They not shut the fuck up. They not supposed to get it. The feeling of knowing that when you talking to these people, you're not really talking to no one. You're just basically talking to an automated recording without a soul. I get joy just knowing that when I'm talking to people, I'm really not talking to anything because they don't get it. That's a beautiful feeling, man. Knowing that I'm just talking to a HPB and knowing that I'm at the level now where I have figured out that I'm talking to a HPB. It don't get no better than that. When I'm at the level where it don't get no better than being at the level where now I'm able to identify who is who. I don't even have to say nothing. I can just walk around and look. My eyes can scan the room and I can identify each and every one for what they are. That's a beautiful feeling, man. It brings peace to your mind. You know they say peace is the absence of confusion. You got less peace when you're walking around in a world and you don't know who is who. You don't know who to look out for. I don't know if I should trust this person or not. Nah. When you can see, that brings peace. I don't got to worry about who is who. Because I know who the HPB is from the United Soul. So I don't have to worry. I'm telling you, y'all, when your eyes are open up to the HPB realm, you can get a beautiful sleep at night. Beautiful sleep at night. Knowing who you dealing with. So that way, the next morning when you go to your job, you're not worried about any surprises. Because you already know what's in that Cracker Jack box. It's no surprise, no mystery. You already know how to deal with it. So the illusion of difference, it can't affect you. Because you already have figured it out. The illusion of difference. This job may be in a different building, but it's the same circumstances because you're dealing with HPBs with a different face and a different voice, but the game is still the same. It's such a beautiful feeling knowing that you can go to any place in this world and not be tricked by the different language or the different culture, because you realize that it's still the HPB realm. The next woman is the other woman. You're no longer deceived by the illusion of difference. If that don't bring a beautiful feeling, what will? That's beautiful, y'all. Woo! Telling you, man. Telling you, man. When you can have fun all by yourself, peaceful all by yourself. When you start looking at the world as a museum of the dead, a museum that houses dead people, and you look at people like artifacts of the past, because mentally you have left them behind. So it's like every person is just a wax figure in a museum. You've left them behind. That's a beautiful feeling. When you know these people just collecting dust. They just collecting dust. That's a beautiful feeling. Whew, I'm telling you, man. Beautiful feeling, man. When you beyond materialistic things fulfilling you. When materialistic things are not a fulfillment, they just a necessity, like a jacket to keep you warm, a car just to get you from point A to point B, not to fulfill you, but you only use it as a necessity to survive in a world of the elements. You get my point? Once you have surpassed that level, you're walking around like a god. I'm telling you. I'll be right back. That feeling of knowing that nobody can fuck with you when it comes to this information. That's a beautiful feeling. Knowing that when you enter a room, everybody is like, this guy is strange. Yeah. That's a beautiful feeling. Strange only means this person is out of my range. You get it? That's why the word range is in strange. This person is out of my range. His antenna is beyond my range. Therefore, I'm going to call him strange. My antenna can't go to his range, to the elevation that he flies at. So I'm going to call him strange because he's out of my range. He's beyond my range. Hence the word strange. That's all they really saying. And guess what? I'll be that. I'll be that. You got to have confidence. In knowing that you that one person that stands out. Be confident about that. Don't ever let them make you feel unaccepted. No. That's a compliment. It's a compliment. And you got to look at it as such. It's a compliment. You compliment me by not accepting me. That's a compliment. I'm out of your range. I'm out of your range. Okay, just a heads up, I had to remove some videos from my memory so I could have extra space. So I may repeat some things. I don't know some of the last things that I said, but I'll just, go from my memory. I think the last thing I was talking about was the word strange and how it means that you really beyond someone's range. And I think I mentioned something about you know, the beautiful feeling of going somewhere and being elevated beyond everyone else to the point you actually feel like a god because they have to look up to you. You see, they have to look up to you. Meanwhile, you have to look down at them because you're out of their range. Your antennas are way beyond their range. So in order for them to speak to you, they gotta look up. They gotta look up to you. While meanwhile, we look down. I'm looking down at them when I talk to them. I think I gave an example one time about how when you talk to a child, you like a mental giant. So when you talk to a kid, you got to get down on their level. Hey, how you doing? Hi. And when the kid talks to the parent, he looks up to the parent. So that's how it is with this information. We the parents of this information. So when you're talking to people that's outside of this, it's like you're talking to adult children. And I understand why the world is just a big prison. Because you're dealing with people who don't have spiritual understanding. So yes, it is an adult prison. People grow up physically, but mentally, they stop growing at a certain age. I would say at the 6th grade, 6th or 8th grade, they stop developing spiritually. And the only thing that happens after those years, they just start piling on years, muscle, and height. But mentally, they still like this. And that speaks for a large percentage of people. A large percentage. Meanwhile, a jag keeps growing. It's like we got a growth disorder. In the spiritual world, we got a growth hormonal disorder. You know how you've heard of dwarfism, and then they got another disorder known as giantism. I could be saying it wrong. Where your body keeps producing the growth hormone. Well, that's how we are in the spiritual side of things. We got a growth disorder. And the HPB realm is saying, these guys don't fit in. Think about it like this. I'm gonna give you an example. Think about it like this. Everything in this world is designed for people based upon the average height of humans, right? For instance, the shelves on the grocery store aisle are made for people because people grow, the average height. For men, it's around like 5'9". For women, the average height is like 5'3", right? So the world is designed to accommodate the growth of people. I'm getting somewhere. Think about that on the flip side. As far as the spiritual side of things, as far as the mental development of people, the world is designed to accommodate the average thinking capacity of these ordinary people. So the subject matter will be ordinary. What they teach you in school will be ordinary, hence fitting in. When you go to the shoe store, the average person's foot, it doesn't grow to be size 15 like Shaquille O'Neal. No, I think he wear like a 20 something. The average person foot, it doesn't grow that big. So when you go into a shoe store, they got the average sizes for people, right? So if you go to a shoe store and if you got a foot the size of Shaquille O'Neal, if you go to a shoe store and you got a foot the size of Shaquille O'Neal, you're gonna have to specially order your shoes. Or you're gonna have to get somebody to specially design a shoe that fits you. Because they don't create things or create shoes to accommodate people with your size foot. Because it's not normal. Okay? Take all of that in and now apply it to the HPB realm. It's not made to accommodate people like left side of the brain. That's just what it is. So we gotta specially order things. Like this channel. This is a specially made channel to accommodate the thinking capacity of united souls. Because we don't fit into that world. So this channel is where you run to. Because you went to the other channels and you said, this ain't accommodating me. I'm beyond this. I need to get fed. I need to get fed. So you know what shoe store to go to. I'm going to go to the left side of the brain department where I can fit in. Because I can't say anything that's going to be considered crazy on his channel. Because there is no roof on his channel. It's designed for people with growth disorder problems who never stop growing. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it's like, you know? When you look at this world, it doesn't have a roof on the world. When you look at the sky, it's no roof, it's no ceiling. So going back to the law of exceedings, shouldn't our world space resemble the space that we live in? Unlimited room to grow? Look at the sky. A tree could, in reality, keep growing and growing and growing and growing. Why then is it that our minds are limited to grow only a certain height, which doesn't reflect that infinite space above us? So why do they put a ceiling over our minds, which doesn't reflect the environment around us? But again, we know why that is. Remember that video I did and I told y'all that space gives an illusion of freedom because you got a lot of space to run around. That'll make you feel like you're not locked down. Space gives an illusion of freedom. You feel me? So when you tell people they are mentally locked down, they looking at all this space around them and they saying to themselves, I don't feel confined. So what is this guy talking about? Y'all feel what I'm saying? That space gives them a reason to say, I'm not in no prison. Hope y'all got something out of that. I'm gonna end this video right here. I could keep going, but I don't want it to be too lengthy. Tell me what y'all think about it in the comment sections below. Like, share, and subscribe. I told y'all when I stay away, I come back heavy, and y'all know it. I always come back with a bang. Tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Until we do this again, you know the motto. HPB's down, Jaguars up. And with that, this is Left Side of the Brain, signing out.